Running round, they've got them done so far. Very calm between the two experienced drivers, Lure and Krum. That wheel comes off. It was this one that caused the problem on the Sumo. No such problem for JRM. The sister team gets the Nissan out. So, Jelmer Berman has led start to finish so far. He is now handing over to another name that's unfamiliar in GT1 circles, and that is Francesco Pastorelli, younger brother of Nicky Pastorelli, who's already done his stint in the Lamborghini. And Francesco, well, at one point Nicky said to him, why don't you just come out to Argentina and we'll have a nice time together? And Francesco said, well, I'd rather be racing. And upon that, he got an offer.
Oh, we're okay.
And he's away. He is away eventually. That was a bit of a problem, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little. I think he was doing it one-handed. I think he was just not quite on the nut correctly, and that just lost him a bit of time. But we can see Michael is still.
Well, that's
not
Lucas.
Michael. Sorry, that's Lucas. Is still quite a way behind.
I think so. Yeah, I think the Corvette's still going to be in front by the time he comes onto the circuit. But of course, the question is now, how is Francesco Pastorelli going to deal with this? There is he coming out of the pit lane. Don't go over the white line.
Lucas just coming into shot.
So the gap is still quite an appreciable one.
But shrink.
Yeah, Francesco Pastorelli is surely going to take a lap or so to get up to speed. Having said that, his qualifying performance this morning was pretty good. He was only a few tenths slower than Jelmer Berman in his section of qualifying, and he was right up there in the mix. So he is not a slow driver at all, is Pastorelli. He's the younger Pastorelli. He's a former Formula Ford champion in the Benelux Series, Dutch Championship, raced in the UK a little bit as well, went and raced in the ALMS Series in the States. Alex Muller on attack here, and Alex Muller getting past Piccioni. Surely he's got the move made this time. Yes, the Golf car does just get past the Hexis car, so the young driver team will be pleased about that to gain some valuable championship points in the team's battle.
Yeah, it's just a replay of Alex there. Comfortably passing. Well, it looked quite comfortable from this point of view. He gets a bit closer as we go under the braking.
Look, he's massively closer now, and Pastorelli surely must be struggling, whether it's on the brakes or what's happening. Yeah, it's 6/10 as they cross the line this time. Now, the Astons have been having a really good dice. Let's see what Alex Muller... it wasn't his mistake, it was Piccioni's mistake. Oh my goodness, he nearly hit the tyres.
And he's lost out to Marcus.
Yep, and now Winkelhock through, isn't it? So the Lamborghini's gone past. We're just still with the race leaders. The gap was 0.53 on that lap, and so far so good. Can he keep it together for the remainder of this race? Lovely stuff. And what a story it would be for the two youngsters to emerge with a victory here, and particularly for Francesco, who's done so little racing in the last couple of years. As I say, working on the cars more than driving them. But right now, things are looking very, very good indeed. But under pressure, he's got to keep his head, keep his cool, and keep the potential world champions behind in the remaining few laps here. Francesco Pastorelli, the younger brother of Nicky Pastorelli, who's won races this year in GT1, but Nicky has had so many disappointments. How will he feel to see his brother here? Nicky will be watching this from pit lane thinking, I've had to work so hard to get to this point, and he's here on his first ever race. Here we go then.
There's that impression.
Coming into the last section of the circuit now. And it looks as though we're not only going to have a new winner, we are going to have new world champions, because as the cars come out of the final turn, it's going to be a victory for the Corvette. Francesco Pastorelli and Jelmer Berman take the win. But the new world champions are Michael Krum and Lucas Lure. They have done it. They have won the 2011 title. Kept the pressure on at the end there. A remarkable story. But the German pairing on board that Nissan have taken the world title in the first race of the weekend. Third place goes to Dominic Schweger in this race. Bernoldi finishes a fine fourth in the Sumo Nissan. Muller finishes fifth with Thomas Henger. Winkelhock sixth with Marc Basseng. That wasn't enough for them. But for this ex-Imbank Team China, for Patrick Salazar and his small, close-knit family-run team, husband and wife-run team, they have taken victory in the qualifying race. Well, let's go and get some immediate reaction. Hayley Coxon's with one of the new world champions, Michael Krum.
Congratulations to our new world champion. Well done, Michael. What a season you and Lucas have had.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I mean, a big thank you to Nissan, to the team, to Lucas, to the mechanics. I mean, it's been an absolutely amazing year, and can't believe that we finished like this. And yes, we were lucky with Darren's unfortunate happening yesterday with Aston, but we proved today, I think, that we are the quickest car. And tomorrow maybe we can show it again. But we're very, very happy.
Congratulations, thank you.
Indeed, congratulations. And what about these two, Francesco Pastorelli and Jelmer Berman? Jelmer, who did an amazing first stint to open up that gap, and then Pastorelli, who did enough to hold on to it. But these two guys, that's lovely to see. They've worked so well together. And there is Francesco Pastorelli. Now, you'd never know he was Nicky Pastorelli's brother, would you?
Nope, not at all. They're not similar, are they?
Not at all. But it's lovely for them. Lovely for these two guys, he and Jelmer Berman. And in fact, he'll be on the podium with his brother. That's nice.
That's nice.
Together. Yeah. Let's get down and hear now from Lucas Luhr.
Congratulations, Lucas, a new world champion. You and Michael Crum have been unbeatable this season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say really. I just, thanks to Nissan, to Michael, especially to Michael, I learned a lot from him. He's a great guy and, you know, incredibly quick. So that always allowed me to raise my game a little bit, and, you know, to be champions now is wonderful for me and Michael. Winning with the number 23 Nissan is just great. You know, I don't have other expressions.
How tempted were you to try and take the win, Lucas? We saw you fighting, but we were wondering whether you were going to try and take it or just relax, and you did relax. You are world champion, but did you really want the win as well?
Yeah, of course, I was going for it, and the guys on the radio said, don't take any risk, and I was pushing as hard as I could, and in the last couple of laps I saw him, you know, he was a little bit slower, but at the end it doesn't matter. We are world champions, and now the pressure is off, and we're going to have a fantastic race tomorrow.
Thank you, Lucas. Congratulations.
Lovely to see the emotion there. To win the FIA GT World Championship, that really means something. Let's get down to the pits now, though, and hear from our new boys, the race winners.
Congratulations, Francesco. Finally, a win in the Corvette.
Yeah, that's why Patrick asked us, I think, but that's why we're here. Thank you.
What does it mean to you to be in the winner's enclosure with your brother as well?
That's the best for my father, who's looking at home, so now he has his two sons on the podium.
And how much pressure did you feel having to do well here this weekend, knowing that your brother's had a good season in the GT1 World Championship?
Yeah, it was quite a big pressure, but then after the qualifying was more hope to come, and then yeah, when I saw the gap stayed the same in the last few laps, and I believed in it.
Yeah, when all your friends and family in Holland have got to be going crazy right now.
Well, I did get a lot of text and Twitter feeds, everything. So yeah, I think it was you know, it was a great race, and I enjoyed the first couple of laps. Then Francesco finished the job, so it was you know, a great race. Really enjoyed it, and now looking forward to tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
So the results, seeing Pastorelli and Berman taking the victory in the Corvette, but second place enough for Luhr and Crum to wrap up the title, and they were only 3/10 behind there at the end. Third place went to the Alincourt Lamborghini of Dominic Schwager and Nicky Pastorelli, and in fourth place, not far behind them, just a few tenths of a second, Enrique Benoldi and Nicky Katzberg, one of their best finishes of the year as well. Alex Muller and Thomas Enger had to settle for fifth ahead of the Winkelhock Basseng Lamborghini, and then the David Bradman Campbell Walter car, which lost out so long in the pit stops, and that's really what hurt their attempt. Piccioni Düsseldorf were 8th, Blauch and Haas were 9th, Paltala and Leclerc were 10th. The other Corvette was 11th with Rossi and Verdonk. Jonathan Hershey was 12th with Christopher Nygaard, and still shown as having fastest lap. Then the Lamborghini behind there of Kennard and Brook. Then the Aston, the Hexis Aston of Hohenadel and Piccini, they suffered a puncture, of course. Martin and Clary, that car pulled off to the side of the road. Westbrook and Dunbrack out on the first lap and coming back in for a few laps just to check it was all okay. So let's get ourselves back down to the pits. James Rumsey, the boss of JRM, the Nissan cars, let's go and hear from him.
Congratulations, James. While you're having your celebratory lolly there, I just want you to say, what does it feel for you guys to be world champions here today?
It's amazing. The team have done a great job all year, as have the drivers. We've had ups and downs, but they've come through it in the end. Just need to concentrate on tomorrow now, really, and try and get the team's championship.
It's still a fight. Are you confident that you can maybe take it tomorrow?
I hope so. We'd like to see if we can get 22 repaired well enough. He seems to have put in some good laps, so hopefully he'll be in the points tomorrow and we can bring it home.
Thank you, James.
Well, they've closed within 2 points of the leaders, the Young Driver Aston team now in that team's championship. So, and with 2 cars to run, rather than Young Driver only having 1 car, and with one of their cars there starting up on the front row, and Lure and Krum, there's no doubt what they'll be going for. That's the race win tomorrow. It's going to be tough for Young Driver to stay ahead. So there are the points. It's enough for Krum and Lure to take the title. Mucker and Turner's second place will be under threat tomorrow when we get into the main race. Remember, 18 points for second place would bring, for example, Mark Basing, Marcus Winkelhock, or Thomas Enger and Alex Muller onto a tie in terms of points.